Hello learners, this is your KP sir, Krishna Prakash, teaching GATE and ESE Civil Engineering in Unacademy, Star Educator. So our today's discussion, how to write answers for a conventional question, descriptive paper. So in your college exam, semester exam, engineering service examination mains, staff selection commission SSC JE mains, some states AE, AEE, JE mains also, some states conducting a full length descriptive 10 marks, 15 marks, 20 marks question, even 8 marks, 6 mark question, which are descriptive models. So most of the students know the concept and they study well, everything is in their brain, but how to represent, how to express the answer? Most of the students, especially the present generation engineering students, even not only engineering students, even the students from the school, colleges, +1, +2 students also, they know excellent concept. Even engineering students, toppers also know excellent concept, but they don't know how to express a full length question. Even when you take IS prelims top rankers, few IS engineering service examination prelims rankers, top rankers, failed in mains. They know everything, entire concept, subject knowledge, in-depth conceptual knowledge, all derivations. But how to represent the paper, how to express the answer when a full length 15 marks question, 10 marks question, 12 marks question is coming. So most of the students, they fail in showing their knowledge on paper. So when it is a MCQ, objective ABCD, yes, they are ready to solve it, no problem, because concept is there in the brain. But coming to the writing part, they are unable to represent or able to present what is there in your brain on the paper, because they don't know how to represent, how to express the solution in different manner. That is very important. So here I would like to add one point. Presentation, how to do for a descriptive question or conventional question, 10 marks, 5 marks, 15 marks question, how to do. First of all, I would like to say here, the examiner must see how you present your paper. So whatever question is coming, divide your question into different parts. Question means answer, solution. So I am talking about a theoretical question, numerical question, step by step will solve, no issue. Numerical question, lengthy question, we will do it. And in the last I will explain how a numerical question also to be represented. Now I am talking about a theoretical question, a concept related question, a theoretical question. So you know the entire concept related to the question, solution. Make it, break down the total into different parts. First part is a definition, statement about the concept. Most of the KPSR students know, whenever KPSR start a topic, in 10-15 minutes he will explain the concept in brief, and whatever explained about the concept in brief, in 4-5 lines I am going to write. You know it na? So most of the KPSR plus course free class students, YouTube students, they know what is the meaning of a definition or a statement about a concept. So let us take one example, BOD, biochemical oxygen demand. So you want to express BOD in 3-4 lines. 3-4 lines as a total overall information regarding BOD. So you know BOD is a biochemical oxygen demand. Oxygen required to degrade. For what purpose? Biologically active organic matter. For degradation of biologically active organic matter. To convert harmful sewage to harmless. So what is the BOD? Amount of oxygen required. For what purpose? Degradation of organic matter. Why degradation of organic matter needed? To remove impurities, waste in the sewage, convert harmful sewage to harmless. So in that statement, 3 to 4 lines, the overall view of the specific concept, that is called definition. So you can put the heading, concept heading, and immediately 3-4 lines, and finally you write down is called as that concept name. That gives the first impression is the best impression. Please remember, the first impression is the best impression. In the first impression itself, the overall view of concept you are giving in the name of definition. So the examiner came to know, yes, this student know the entire thing, and show that he is representing in the 3 to 4 lines. So we are saying BOD, the amount of oxygen required to degrade biologically active organic matter using bacteria through biodegradation, to convert harmful sewage to harmless sewage, to remove impurities in sewage, is called biochemical oxygen demand. And finally I conclude, estimated for 5 days at 20 degrees. You are saying importance of BOD, why BOD required, where BOD required, what is the necessity, and how you estimated. Everything in a single outline you are giving. So by that, the examiner who is going to correct your paper came to understand, yes, he is the gem of the student. He know the overall view and meaning of that, he know the entire concept. With that positive impression, he is going to correct the remaining part of the question. That positive impression in the beginning, that play very, very important role to get more marks and good marks. You must be a step ahead of your competitor if you get that positive impression in the beginning itself. So you can begin a descriptive question or a conventional question with a statement as a definition. Then, importance of the concept, why this concept is required, why we are discussing, in which subject, and what is the necessity of the concept, importance. What are the different functions performed by that concept? What are different uses in different sectors? Practical application, practical uses and functions. And how in nature it is going to helpful. Like that, functions and uses. Advantages, disadvantage. Positive part of the concept and negative part of the concept. Both. Advantages when compared with other different types of it. Disadvantages when compared with other different advanced type of it. So both advantages, disadvantages. Remember, if you know disadvantages, you may know means already for the disadvantage there must be a remedy. Write about remedy for this disadvantage also. So that will add you one more point, one more good impression. So he is expressing what are advantages over previous and disadvantages. And also student know remedy to solve the disadvantage. Means, he is the gem of the student. He know everything about the topic, concept and in-depth information. Then, next part come to types and classification. Most of the topics will carry, theory topics will carry different types of classifications, different types of models. So in brief, write about that types and classification also. So based on that, you get some additional marks or additional points. And if any important type is there, you mention with a star mark. This is important type. This is the major usage in this practical approach. That will be helpful. And for every concept, we have different n varieties of formula. So if it is a very big question, it is giving 25 marks, 20 marks, you can represent all the formula. If it is a 10 marks, 15 marks or 12 marks, 8 marks question, write only important formula. Derivation, if they ask about a derivation, only represent. If they are not asking about derivation, not required. And here I would like to add one point. You are solving a numerical question. From our GATE and ESE classes, you learned a shortcut formula. And your numerical question is for 15 marks. And shortcut formula give answer in one line. So don't use that. Use a lengthy derivation as you learned in the textbook, as you learned in the college subject. Stepwise manner you show, you represent, derive how this shortcut formula came. So it started with some parent formula. So from that parent formula, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, finally your shortcut formula will come. So represent all these formulas, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Finally show this is the shortcut formula, we are solving like this. or else you solve all the steps numerically also. After that, finally you conclude this is the shortcut method. We are also can solve using this method. So that gives you a good advantage that he knows shortcut method, he know the lengthy procedure also. And there are few models where there are cases, case 1, case 2. If this is happened, this is the model. This is not happened, this is the model. Two solutions will be there. So represent those two solutions in the form of case 1 model, case 2 model. That helps you to give a proper information to the invigilator, examiner who is correcting your paper. So okay, different kinds of cases also is representing. He know overall view of the concept and different cases also. After writing the entire theory, finally you conclude just in 2 lines or 3 lines the importance or advantage or whatever related to that topic, why it is required to study, what is the importance of that particular topic in the subject, or practical advantage, practical importance, or nature's important. You conclude it for a theory. And for a numerical question also you can conclude. So these are all our x, y, z, or these are the values we have identified. These are the dimensions we have got. For example, you are designing a hydraulically efficient channel section. So first you are determining depth, width, top width, hydraulic depth, hydraulic mean radius, area, perimeter. And finally in conclusion you draw a trapezoidal channel, hydraulically efficient trapezoidal channel, draw a trapezoid. And you can show 60 degrees for hydraulically efficient trapezoid. 60 degrees is the angle because it is half of hexagon. And you represent what is the depth, what is freeboard provided, what is base width, what is top width, what is H to V ratio, everything in a diagrammatic representation in the conclusion. That will give you more marks. And while writing a theory lengthy question, subject wise question, the most important points to remember, first and foremost important, your presentation. So the first impression is the best impression. Your presentation gives you the best marks. Even few mistakes are there, by your presentation it can be overcome. So that presentation in the form of diagrams, flowcharts, graphs. Whenever required you use the graph sheets. Whenever needed you use bar diagrams. You go with the flowchart. You can draw a flowchart. For example, when it is like a titrimetric estimation in environmental, so you can use a flowchart. When it is like types of precipitation, you can classify types of precipitation based on temperature, convective precipitation, based on pressure, cyclonic precipitation, based on air mass, frontal precipitation, like that. One table, flowchart, one table you can give. If it is environmental titrimetric estimation, chemical X is taken, indicator added, some color is forming. Then into the indicator you are adding titrant, another color is forming. You can show it in the form of a flowchart. So like that you can represent in the form of diagrams, flowcharts, graphs. That gives the best impression to the examiner. So it gives a good look to the eyesight. So in short you are representing the total information as a diagram or flowchart. And very important, I gave you side headings. Write the side heading in one color. Write your regular information in another color. Use different colors to represent the paper. So don't write with a single coloring pen. So that gives a monotony to the examiner. And he feels that you are having the knowledge but you are simply dumping it. And you don't have interest in writing it. So your interest in writing the solution, your interest to attempt the exam, your interest to crack the job, to get good marks, the top rank, will be shown by presentation of your paper. Got it? Your mind, heart, soul, everything is involved to make it a beautiful presentation. So that beautiful presentation will become only using different coloring pens, only showing different graphs, flowcharts, diagrams. So the examiner came to know he is well prepared for the exam and he is very much interested to get the job, to get good marks, to get top rank. So that he intended to give you full marks. Otherwise you are not getting full marks. Please remember this. So your presentation makes everything. That is the difference between a top ranker and a normal student. You can write with a single color. Without all this information, simply you represent point 1, point 2, point 3, you can write everything. So you may get 70% marks or 60% marks. But with this full information, you are writing good coloring pens, graphs, flowcharts, diagrams, side headings, one color, information, full information, theory information with another color, use of pencils wherever required, use of color pens wherever required, star marks, and for formulas, good boxes. That gives a good mode of presentation. That provides you a best information related to it. That makes you to get top marks. Top marks, excellent marks, 90%, 95%, even 100% marks. So remember, your presentation makes everything. No one knows what is there in your brain. No one knows whether you are a top ranker or a low ranker when they are correcting your paper. Please remember this. So how to show? By your presentation, writing skills, color pens, side headings, and everything must represent whether you are a top ranker or not. So utilize this opportunity and make your job to be in the top rank, top position by with this kind of tips and suggestions. And remember, anytime you can contact me for any more preparation tips, strategy, plan or timetable to make anything. Your KP sir is always ready. And follow me in Unacademy. Attend my all special classes. unacademy.com/KPCIVIL. So use the universal code to take plus or iconic subscription. Use the universal code. You know the universal code is always KPCIVIL. So these are the prices of our iconic subscription. These are the prices of our plus subscription. Both prices are here. So Unacademy carrying the top face educators of India exclusively for our branch of civil engineering. The top faculty are here. So utilize the opportunity to fulfill your dreams of GATE, ESE, government job, whatever it may be. We are here to support you at any time. We are ready to support you. We are always working for the student benefit. Please understand this, that benefit always reflects in our work. So use the universal code KPCIVIL, come under my personal guidance and mentorship, fulfill your dreams. Let's crack it.